Hello again. This is Ben Hitchcock Cross talking to deal with it. How about that? All right. I very little time. It's Sunday night. Need to go to family dinner. Just a few words to say to you and just about this MPS. Um, we're gonna get through the Mr. Erickson stuff. That's gonna be great. I think that'll finish up the rest of this week. We've got two sort of MPS things that are going on right now. Number one, there was a trial in the case of the city of Milwaukee versus Jeremiah Holiday, and that's for the assault and battery. I guess it's alleged assault and battery of Debbie Keither by Jeremiah Holiday when Debbie Keither was attempting to serve Jeremiah Holiday for the Garcia Hoven hearing. As I recall, Dr. Holiday did not appear and did not give any testimony at that hearing. Um, the interesting fact there, of course, is that for some reason the district attorney didn't take the county didn't take the case. They gave it to the city, so it was in the municipal court. So it was the city of Milwaukee trying the city of Milwaukee's employee and the city of Milwaukee's court. The outcome of which, let's say, if Dr. Holiday had been found guilty, it would probably not have been to the benefit of the city of Milwaukee. Um, so we can say there was a special prosecutor. We can also say that the city of Milwaukee, MPS, anyways, went to great lengths, filing motions in federal court and so forth to prevent you from seeing this trial. So we are going to have that together. It's going to be fairly interesting. Man, the lengths they will go to have certain cameras off limits. That really is the fight of today, is to have who controls the camera. Um, that is the fight of today. So the second thing I would say, we have this Teresa Falderon. If you don't recall, all of the ALJs at the DWD recused themselves because of the appearance of conflict between Calvin Furman and the Teresa Falderon case, because Calvin Furman was going to be a witness. Um, the problem there is that the DWD made a contract with the Department of Hearings and Appeals. So far, no problem. They couldn't do it. They got somebody else who could. That's what we had been asking for quite some time. Um, the problem really is that the DWD put into the case, into the contract with the Department of Hearings and Appeals, that all of the rulings of the judge who recused himself because he was biased in favor of or appearance of bias in favor of Calvin Furman, all those stand, and the new judge is contractually obligated to uh, have those rulings stand. And many of those rulings, in my opinion, protect Calvin Furman and other MPS or former MPS people. So that I think is deeply problematic there. And I think we're going to have to do a lot of examining on both those fronts. We have a poll up. Should have hit that at the beginning. We have a poll. Um, we've got all of these Benitez Morgan's recordings. I want to just put them out as sort of without storyline, just as their own thing. Um, do you want them the whole hearing? I mean, some of these hearings are like 2 days long. It could be like 8 hours. I mean, do you want them all just dropped once and maybe a couple of recordings on one day? Do you want them at night, every day, every night, like that? That's sort of there's the poll up right now. So if you want to put some feedback, you got that opportunity. And let's see where else we're at. I think the Germantown. I mean, finally, and I guess this is all I'll say. Welcome to the new viewers. I really appreciate your feedback. I appreciate the people from Germantown themselves. I appreciate people from all over the world who have added on that. It's been extremely helpful, um, saving me a lot of time, energy, and effort, but also showing me things that we haven't seen before. And I think that that's one of the things that this channel is all about. Just not just free work but I do appreciate it. But also new perspectives and building perspectives. I know there's a request for an interview out there. We're going to try to get that done as soon as the schedule permits. Um, oh, and most importantly, tomorrow is lobbying day for Deliberate Indifference Wisconsin at the state capitol. So we're going to have, we've got some things to say about the Department of Workforce Development and other state agencies, and we're going to bring those to the attention of the state legislators because that really is where all these decisions are being made is at the top of the hill there. In Madison. So I think we need to start making the people who are able to make the decisions aware of what's going on, or at least on in a position that they cannot deny that they know what's going on and that the reality of these issues here, because the legislature have guaranteed the people of Wisconsin fair hearings, and they need to back up those promises with actions. So, all right, thanks for sticking with us. Um, Man, just on a side culture note, uh, Young Thug, look, this is not a rap focused channel, but we have been spent some time commenting on that case, or at least meta commenting on that case, and uh, there's a lot of decision to be made. And the bottom line, I'll give this to you in 10 seconds. I hope the young man took a plea, an Alfred plea, saying I still protest my innocence, but there's enough uh, out there to find me guilty. Judge basically gave him time served, complicated, but a lot of really sort of life changing probation restrictions, including he can't be in Atlanta and he can't rap about gangs, whatever that means. But and on consequence, he gets no more risk, and he's out of jail now, as opposed to possibly in 3 months or 4 months. Who knows when this trial is ever going to actually end for Shannon Stillwell and I can't remember the other. Get the street names and the real names mixed up. Anyways, the young man has put out 10 songs. I mean, like unbelievable level of Prodigy, level of pent up Tupac level of production here. Um, and it's quite astonishing. And so on the one hand, I think these restrictions, and there's been a lot of speculation here about was it worth it legally speaking, whatever, but just from the concept of music, and again, I'm no aficionado of the rap arts, at least the modern day Atlanta rap arts. Um, but it may well be. 3 months of that man's productivity in the history of musicality. I mean, think of what Mozart did in 3 months. Um, so that's, I think, one angle that I have never heard anybody talk about here, and we're definitely for the arts and culture on this channel. So thanks for sticking with us. We'll keep you informed.